Moi. It is, what is today? Tuesday, March 12th, 2024. I am in the beautiful town of Kannus, Finland, where it is very quiet. The reason I'm doing a video today is my last day here in Ostrobothnia, which is in, actually I think it's Central Ostrobothnia, which is in the middle of Finland, hence the central part. Tomorrow I head home for the first time in about 2 months. This trip started nearly 2 months ago with a flight to Paris and then a flight to Bangalore, India, where I was for 2 weeks, and then eventually ended up here in Finland. Of course, I've been here in Finland for the past, where do I want to go? Maybe I want to go this way. I've been here in Finland for the past month and a half or so. But seeing as how this is the last day on a very long trip, I thought I would do one of our walk and talk videos and share my thoughts on Finland, on India, I suppose, and on this trip in general. I also thought maybe we could see the town of Kannus a little. I've been here, but I haven't really explored much other than the few convenience stores and of course a couple of bars. Kannus is home to about 5,500 people, most of them Sami, which are the people who predominantly inhabit Lapland and are from Lapland, I suppose. It is so dominated by the Sami people that the word Kannus means, wait, I wrote it down. Was it a witch's hat? A witch's broom? Let's look it up. It means a witch drum. Kannus is the word for witch drum, and I'm guessing the Sami language. One of the most interesting things about this trip was having arrived here on February 2nd when we were deep in winter. The days were short. The sun didn't rise until after 9 o'clock, maybe a little earlier, but it wasn't really light until after 9 o'clock. And then by 4:30, pitch dark. Very short days. Now, at 6 o'clock, you can already see the blue light. And that blue light persists until after 7 o'clock at night now. Within the past 6 weeks I've been here, we've probably gained 2 to 3 hours of daylight, which is just remarkably quick and fast. This is the famous church in Kannus. I don't know how famous it actually is, but when I looked in Google for things to see in Kannus, this was the first thing that came up. I don't know where I can and cannot go. Let's go up here. I see some gravestones. But not only have the days gotten longer, it has gotten warmer. not significantly. Like right now, it's probably about 2 degrees below 0 Celsius, which is about 28, 29 degrees. But just being in the sun, the strength of the sun is so much stronger that overall 26 degrees in early February and 26 degrees in mid-March are very different. All right, this is the back of the church. And we do have some headstones here. Now, are these soldiers or are these, like, why are they all lined out like this? Each with a lantern. And look, it even goes over here. I don't see any information about this statue. And I suspect even if I did, it would probably be in Finnish or Sami. That, of course, is its own language too. Sin suurempaa sin suurempaa rakkautta ei ole kenelläkään kun että hän antaa henkensä ystäviensä edestä. Now I can pick out a few words, right? Like, e is not, ole is to be, eta I think is like this or that, han is he or she. That's all I know. I mean, so take what you will from that. That's about all I can decipher of the Finnish. If you watch this channel, you know how much I like grave headstones and going to graveyards. I wasn't expecting this here at the church. I can't really see any dates on the headstones, at least not from a distance, and I don't want to walk up on them. I don't want to be disrespectful. Considering it's all covered in snow, I'm just gonna not bother walking up on that. As far as churches go, it's a nice church. Churches tend to be nice. It's actually 2 buildings, it looks like, instead of just a single building. I would maybe like to peek inside, but again, I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't know what the etiquette is. For all I know, it could be illegal in Finland to go into a church on a Tuesday. All right. Got to be very careful because Finland is in that season where it's not really snowing anymore, but the snow that fell over the winter, it melts a little during the day and then refreezes at night, melts, freezes, melts, freezes. So you just get this ice all over the place. I actually slipped and banged up my knee pretty well. I didn't bang it up, I scraped it really. Took a little bit of skin off and got blood on my pants, got blood on the bed sheets. Ugh. Whoa! That was an authentic slip. I almost died. All right, I guess we'll actually just go down here instead of trying to go back. I mean, we saw the church. It was a nice church. As I said, this trip started with 2 weeks in India, and it's difficult to reflect on those weeks in India right now. And this entire walk and talk format that I'm trying to do, I didn't think of doing it until I got to Finland. I wish I had thought of doing it before I left India, because it would have been wonderful to do it around India, or at least in Bangalore where I was. But I will be back in India. There is no reason to think otherwise. There's no crosswalk here. All right. Oh, I see why there's no crosswalk to get around the circle. It's because you got to go under the circle down here. We'll do that. But I think the biggest thing about Finland was that the time I came and seeing the change of the seasons and how drastic and how quick and how, I want to say violent, but drastic is the word that comes to mind. And I already said it, so I'm saying it twice. But how drastic it can be. The first couple of weeks I was here, there was a fair amount of snow, but there was a lot of cold. A lot of cold. It got down to, I think, like 10 below zero Fahrenheit, which is what, 30 below Celsius? I mean, 27 below. It was cold. We have some graffiti here. But I do like how the graffiti is all confined to just like places where you would expect graffiti to be. Even the graffiti artists in Finland are very polite. It's interesting. A sign there talks about a museum. The Museo, which is where I want to go. I did a walk and talk video in Jakobstad, and I got some feedback on it. And one piece of feedback I got was talk to people. Like, talk to more people. I don't think I talked to anybody on that video, but it was just like, talk to people. So there's two problems with that. One, I don't want to talk to people. I don't like talking to people. Two, my impression of the Finnish people in general is that they're very shy. They're very quiet. You don't see a lot of like in the United States and also in Latin American countries, you'll get very animated people. You'll see these people that are loud, like when they speak, but not only loud when they speak, they're loud with their body and their gestures and their movements and their energy. Here, it's all very quiet, shy people. Just very, am I going the right way? Yeah, I think. It's all very quiet people. A lot of people that like don't want to be bothered. And you know what? I get it. I don't want to be bothered either. No. So the Y is pronounced like a U. I know that. Tu o veamentalo. Tu va entalo. I think Tuvalu means house. I'm pretty sure house starts with a T or a K. Really, if it's a Finnish word and you're trying to guess the word, it's a safe bet that it probably starts with a T or starts with a K, especially a K. So there is a museum in town. I just don't know if I'm on I know that you had to turn off and then walk up a road. We'll see. However, there were two museums on this trip here in Finland I tried going to. There was one in Jakobstad, which was the Arctic Museum, and then there was another one, I think it was in Oulu, which I don't know if I'm going to have any video for Oulu, but it was a winter museum, I think. Closed. Like, why would an Arctic museum be open in the winter? But we'll see if maybe this museum is open, if I'm even on the right track. I should look at my phone. Let me look at my phone. I actually do think we're on the right track, because the museum's up here somewhere. Although, this really looks like a dead end. Wait a minute. No, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go with it. in my time here, not only have the length of days changed, the extent of the cold has that changed, but there's just more bird sounds. Like the birds have come back. Like the birds know spring is coming. Spring is very obviously coming here. The birds know it. The bees know it, I suppose. I'm sure they'll be here in time. If they have bees in Finland, surely they have bees in Finland. But just the transition in a relatively short period of time from the heart of winter to spring's coming is very, it's very noticeable. Even on the train. So I remember taking the train from Helsinki up to Jakobstad, and the extent of the snow was just everywhere. I mean, it still is everywhere, but then when I took the train the other day to Oulu, the snowpack, you can just tell it's lower because it's melting, because the days are warmer and there's not as much snow. Now everything is still covered in snow, don't get me wrong. There is still snow everywhere. Everywhere. But it's not as prevalent as it was when I arrived. A dog is not happy about my presence, I can tell you that. It's all right, puppy. I don't think I'm on the right road, though the map says I am on the right road. This just seems like an odd place for a museum, but you know, if you can't trust Google, then who can you trust? Spring is definitely coming, and it's actually, most people this time of year is a happy time of year, right? Because they're sick of winter and they're done with it, and they just want it to be warm and nice. They want to be able to walk outside without having 6 layers on. But this time of year is actually a little sad for me. That's how much I love winter. I will start to get depressed as spring comes. As you can feel the weather changing, I will start to get sad because I dislike spring and summer that much. If I had instead ended up in Finland in early January, and I was to leave 3 weeks ago, let's say. 3 weeks ago, I was like scheduled to leave in the middle of February. I probably would have stayed longer because there's more winter. And at home, there's no winter now. Winter, where I live, there's like 3 weeks of winter, if you're lucky. And for somebody who loves the cold and the snow and the grayness of winter as much as I do, that's sad. It's sad. So that's why in the past 3 years I've escaped and I've gone to places during winter that are wintry. And while during the summer in the Northern Hemisphere, I've gone to places like Argentina and Chile, where it's also winter. I really love winter. I don't know, boys. I do not see a museum. Unless I walked right past it, I do not see a museum anywhere. And you know how much I hate to break out my phone and look. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to look again on my phone. All right, so the museum was definitely here. Let's just type in museum. Okay. Look. That's the one. The Markkiarnomaien. Oh, wait, did we pass it? I think we passed it. Because here's the Kannus... Oh, wait. The Kannus Local History Museum is closed. Is this the same thing? Markkiarnomaien Musiikus. Oh, wait a minute. It is probably closed. So I'm not having any luck with with museums here. Maybe museums are just a myth in Finland. It's something that they put on their maps because they see other countries doing it. In Finland, they want to fit in. So they put museums on their maps to fool people like me who are visiting and want to go to a museum. I really don't want to go to a museum, so I'm not heartbroken. I can't think of a single time in my life where I've actually thought, I want to go to the museum. Oh, that museum, that sounds great. I really want to go to that museum. Oh yeah, let's go to that museum. No, that has never happened. Never. I remember one time when I was younger. When I was younger, my daughter was younger. Imagine that. But I went to Amsterdam. My daughter was very young. So at that time I had a lot of interaction with not just my daughter's mother, but my daughter's grandparents as well. Good people, nice people. But I remember this one time, the first time I went to Amsterdam, that I told my daughter told her mother, and whatever. The grandparents knew I had been to Amsterdam. And the grandmother, she asks me, oh, did you see any museums while you were there? No! Now, I was like 25 years old. This was in 2000, 2001. 25, traveling to Amsterdam. I'm not going for the museums. So I just told her something like, nah, unfortunately I didn't. But I wasn't there for the museums. I wasn't there for the culture and the art. It's pretty obvious why I was there. The challenge then is, how do I talk to people in these videos? I actually watched a couple of YouTube videos this morning trying to get ideas. These guys, they just go up and approach people and they talk. I got nothing. I got nothing. I'm not doing that. We're gonna go to the store. We're gonna buy some soda, and then we're gonna go to a grill and we're gonna get some lunch. That's the talking I'm gonna do. Oh, look at this. The town of Kannus. Kannus is home. Wait, I wrote it down. Where'd my little cheat sheet go? Get my cheat sheet out. Okay. So Kannus is home to Oskari Tokoi, who is the Socialist Party leader, I guess, and also chairman of the Senate of Finland. He is from here in Kannus. That is about all the information I could find on him. Here's my cheat sheet I wrote about Kannus, home to the Sami people. I already mentioned all of this. Oh, the coat of arms. I wanted to find the coat of arms because I mentioned earlier that the name Kannus means Sami witch drum. And on the coat of arms is a picture of a drum, which is a Sami witch drum. Hence the name Kannus. That makes total sense. Thursday, I will be back home in the States, where the weather will be considerably warmer than it is now. And then I will have to decide where I will be going and when I will be going. I don't know yet. I'll definitely go back to Bolivia at some point. But other than that, it's all in the open, right? I kind of want to go to El Salvador. I don't think it would be a good time to go to Haiti. I really want to go to Africa. I really want to go back to Asia. I really, really, really want to go to Bangladesh. Really want to go to Bangladesh. I don't know why I want to go to Bangladesh, but I really do. It might be for the food, which is a bit of a scary proposition because when I went to India, everybody told me you're going to get sick. You haven't been to India unless you've gotten sick. This guy, stomach made of steel. Right here, man. This stomach, what goes in is processed and no problems. That's actually not true at all. But for whatever reason, I had no problems in India. And the only time I had any kind of gastrointestinal problems was when I arrived here in Finland. It'll be good to be home though. I'll get some proper McDonald's because, well, they have McDonald's here, obviously. It's not proper. It's if you're American and you grew up on a certain type of McDonald's and then you go to a foreign country, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not the same. It doesn't have that same je ne sais quoi that an American McDonald's has. It's not to say that it's bad food. It's perfectly good food. I mean, as good as any McDonald's can be. But you go to McDonald's for two reasons. When you're overseas, you go to McDonald's for two reasons. One, if you're constipated, go to McDonald's, that'll clear you right out. Two, is to feel at home. Maybe you're a little homesick. So you go to your McDonald's, get yourself a Big Mac and a fries, and it's almost like you're sitting at home around the table or the living room watching TV with your family. It's almost the same, but it never tastes the same. It's probably healthier. It's not as greasy. It's just not as greasy. That's the only way to put it. It's not as greasy. And yeah, that might be good to some extent, but it's the greasiness that makes it feel like home. What? I'm gonna go check this out. So, torman tiempo isto. Is that a place to swim? Oh, we gotta check this out. That's what that sign looked like, a place to swim. We gotta see what's down here now. It's like a local swimming hole here in Kannus. I'm down. Maybe they have a sauna, ice lake kind of situation going on like I did in Jakobstad with my friend who is now officially in his 60s. Maybe. It looks like the back of a gas station if you ask me, boys. Okay, the sign very clearly pointed this way. And so far, I see nothing. All right, I see another sign up here. But this is, okay, wait. Back there it said Tormantias Poisto. And this looks like Tormantia. So is that the same word? So was it like, is it the name of the water? Like if this is Tormantia, I'm saying it with a Spanish accent. Tormantia. If this is Tormantia Road, does that mean there's a Tormantia watering hole, like a place to go swimming? Wait, oh. All right, we got this. All right, I think we're in luck. We might be in luck. Right here, it's saying, here's the same sign, Tormantia Puisto. And there's a path. But is this public property? I'm going to assume it's public property. One of the nice things about being in a country like Finland is that you can be reasonably sure you're not going to get shot. I mean, in general. I was going to say for walking on somebody's property, but you're probably not going to get shot in the United States for that either, honestly. I was just making a dumb joke. But now that I think about it, it's like, in general, you're probably not going to get shot anywhere for trespassing, for being in the wrong place at the wrong time, for getting into a verbal argument with somebody, you're probably not going to get shot. And honestly, you're probably not going to get into a verbal argument with anybody, because the impression I get from the Finnish people is they will avoid confrontation at all costs. If you're a salesman and you want to charge astronomical prices for services, then Finland is the way to do it, because I get the impression that nobody in Finland is going to haggle or bargain or object if you're like, yeah, that tattoo that should cost $100, it's going to cost $200. And I'm looking at you, Medusa tattoo in Oulu. Pissed me off. $200 for a tattoo that was one color, 2 needles, and took 20 to 30 minutes. No, took 20 minutes. Should not have been $200. Maybe it was the shop minimum, which I asked, was $100, and I could see maybe a slight surcharge for the second needle. So what are you at? Maybe 120 euro? No, 200 euro. I'm sorry, a second needle does not cost 100 euro. A little bitter. There is a backstory to that, but let's just say Medusa tattoo and Oulu, they're not nice people. $200 for a little tattoo that should have been no more than 100 to 120. So I think this is it. This is the river. I forget the name of the river. Now, I don't know that I ever knew it in order to forget, but it looks like people, I don't know how recently people were driving out here on the water, but I will not be walking on the water since I am by myself. And even if I wasn't by myself, I probably would not be walking on the water. Yeah, this is nice. Should we walk on the... No, we're not going to. We're not going to. I'm getting hungry. Slowly making my way to the store for my sodas, and then we'll make our way to the grill. And then I think we'll about wrap up this video. And honestly, I think that will probably wrap it up for videos in general for this trip. On the next trip, wherever it may be, I am planning to have a new GoPro, because my birthday is in a couple of weeks. If you'd like to give me a birthday present, please be sure to click and subscribe, and you can even join the membership forum now. All right, you can sign up for a membership. But for my birthday present to myself, I'm gonna get a new GoPro, or maybe an Action 4, I don't know. And I already, at home, I have these camera glasses waiting for me. They're like spy glasses. They have a little camera in the bridge of your glasses. And I got good reviews. I thought those could come in handy, especially when I'm feeling self-conscious about appearing like a douche because I'm holding this camera in front of me. What a douche. When I film those little cuts of me walking, so I can edit them in to feel like a professional YouTuber, or at least a professional editor, whenever I film them, I'm always very conscious of standing up tall, straightening my back, and walking like an alpha. Yeah. That's what I should change the name of my channel to, Alpha Travels. I still like the introvert traveler, the introverted traveler. I still think that's better. The introverted traveler, but Alpha Travels, because it's like the travels of an alpha, but it's also saying an alpha is traveling. Alpha Travels. What a great name. Actually, it's not a bad name for like I'm having a brain fart. Traveling agent. That's it. Alpha Travels Traveling Agency. That's not a bad name. Yeah, Alpha Travels Traveling Agency. But are travel agents even a thing anymore? Like, do they really exist? Is there any? The last time I used a travel agent was when I went to Bolivia not too long after COVID. Like it was, I think it was October 2020, I went to Bolivia. And yeah, October 2020, I went to Bolivia. And it was difficult to, at that time, things were just kind of coming back online. And it was still difficult to like find tickets and stuff. You know, things were just canceled. But I had to use a travel agent to get me tickets to go to Bolivia. And I stopped using him because it was kind of convenient at times to just message him and he could buy me a ticket. I used him like 2 or 3 times, but for whatever reason, he would not. Anytime I asked him to get me a ticket out of Dulles Airport, which is 10 minutes from where I live, he would always insist on getting me tickets out of Reagan National Airport, which is about 40 minutes from where I live. And he was like, oh, the flights always get canceled. This and that. And it was just different. And so eventually things came back online. Avianca started selling their tickets to Bolivia again. So I never used them again. I was just go to Avianca's website and buy them myself. Much easier. Be careful. This is ice. Be careful. We already walked through this tunnel. We'll walk through it again. Now I got to think about lunch and I got to think about dinner. I think actually dinner is probably taken care of. I just need to think about lunch. Like, what am I going to buy at the grocery store? It's a little sad, like the day before you leave, because the routines that you've built of going to the grocery store and seeing the things you see every day, it's all coming to an end. And when is the next time I'm ever going to spend any time in Kannus? I bet I know the answer. Never. And it's not that I had a bad experience in Kannus. It's just that I don't know that I have any real reason to return to Kannus. So I will probably, likely, never spend any time in this wonderful, beautiful little town again. All right, so we're going to go to the store first over at the K Market. Now here's the interesting thing. This town has, I think it was 5,500 people that live here. There's like 5 different grocery stores and just as many bars. It's a lot, but I guess maybe people live on the outskirts, right? And the little villages where there is no store, they have to drive somewhere, and your only options here are, you know, Kokkola, which is like 30 minutes away, or the other one, Uviapeliasta, I don't know how to pronounce it, I don't remember the name of it, but it's also about 25 minutes away. So if you live 10 minutes from Kannus, I guess it makes sense. All right, there's the Hapahali. And but we're gonna go to the K Market because I know the K Market has my sodas, and we're gonna be stealthy. It's not gonna be real stealthy with this right in the middle of my coat, but that's how she goes. That's the way she goes. Nah, I'll just hold it. It looks like a bigger douche, holding the camera or stuffing it into my jacket so it's pointing out. It's not like I'm being discreet. It's not like, oh no, you'll never see the camera like that. All right. Come over here. I think we're gonna get some chocolate too. Maybe some vegetables. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm gonna grab 4, which means I'm gonna have to get a bag. Do I want to get some meat for dinner? Nah. No, but I might want to get some vegetables. This is not a proper grocery shopping video. This is, I could get some orange juice. Hey. I don't want to get a big thing of orange juice because I'm not going to drink it all. Huh? I'm talking to myself. Yeah. Sorry. Don't speak Finnish. All right, I got eggs. I see, look at me. Pretty woman talks to me, and what do? I run away in fear. That's how you get them, boys. As soon as they talk to you, run in the other direction. It's the best way to get a girl. Oh, here we go. This is what I want. I want this right here. Ugh. Okay. Yep. So what I do is I make noodles. I put that in the noodles. But for lunch, that'll be for dinner, probably. For lunch, we're gonna have a double cheeseburger with French fries. Hell yeah. Wait, why can't I go here? I wanna go there. That's where the chocolate is. I can't go there. Walk around. So these are good, but they don't, no, not those. They don't have, oh, these, this right here. I'm gonna grab 2 of those because I'm a fiend and a pig. And these remind me of those chocolates I found in Chile that I loved, that I absolutely loved. What are these? These have a cookie inside them? Salty crackers? Oh, do tell. Salty cracker inside the chocolate. Oh, be still my heart. Hey. Oh. Yeah, no, I don't see any others. Oh, wait. There we go. Oopsie. Quitos. All right, we did it. I'm also shy because I don't speak the language. I mean, I learned a little bit of it, right? Right? I can say basic things like, I know how to ask if you're a cat. Oh, wait, I gotta remember. Oletko olen kisa? Or maybe it's kisan. Or you could say, you are a cat. Or I am a cat. Mina olet. No. Mina olen kisa. I am a cat. Are you a cat? Would be sinwa oletko kisan. Baby. Finnish is one of those languages, kind of like Russian, that depending on how the depending on how the noun is used, the ending of said noun can change. So I think it's like, if I say the cat, if I want to say the cat is mine, no, that's not going to work. If I want to say the cat is a cat, I guess kisa olen, no, kisa ole, oh, kisa? No, kisa ole kisan. That's it. The cat is a cat. Kisa ole kasan. Kisan. Kisa ole cat. Oh my God, why can't I say that? Kisa ole kisan. But you see how it's kisa when it's a subject, but it's kisan when it's the indirect object. I don't know. Maybe it's a direct object. I don't know. I don't remember. Kisan, Kisa, Koira, Koira, Koira. I think that's dog. Koira. I remember a lot of verbs, but the nouns I don't remember that much. All right, I'm gonna cross. I'm gonna go up here to a crosswalk, so I'm not breaking Finnish law. I know that some places are extremely serious about jaywalking. I think, like in Singapore, you can go to jail for jaywalking. And my friend, the one who turned 60, he loves Singapore because it is a very strict place. And as he says, if you follow the rules, you won't have any problems. That's, I guess, true for just about anywhere. Lulen-Grilli. Lulen-Grilli. We're gonna go there. I'm gonna be fat. I mean, I've already got the chocolate. Might as well just, you know, round it all out with a double cheeseburger and some fries. Let's see. Also, I was here yesterday, so don't judge me. Don't judge me. You're no better than me. Yeah, this is all Finnish, but I'm pretty sure they have a double cheeseburger. But I need to make sure to ask for a double cheeseburger and not 2 cheeseburgers. Hey, you speak English? Little?
Yes.
I'd like a double cheeseburger.
Okay.
Yep, the 2 patties. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. With French fries
Okay.
and lettuce. Lettuce and onion.
Ja.
Yep. And mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. Mayo.
Ah, ja, okej.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No menus.
Yeah, with mayonnaise.
Ja, okej.
Oh, yeah. Halloween mayonnaise.
Ja. You eat here.
No, take.
Okay.
Okay. Kiitos.
Kiitos, kiitos.
All right, should be relatively quick. Yesterday it was actually a lot quicker than I thought it would be. It was much quicker than I thought it would be. I think it's about time to say goodbye to this trip and to these videos. If something extraordinary happens, I'll make another one for whatever extraordinary reason necessitates, but I think that this will be the end of my video series for India and Finland, although they're going to be 2 different series. So this will be the end of my series for Finland. This walk and talk might get uploaded before the other videos, so enjoy that. Be sure to click and subscribe. If you like these walk and talk videos and you'd like to see more, please let me know. It'd be nice to know if you guys enjoy these. And when I have my next trip planned out, I will go ahead and post it on the usual places. All right, everybody, take care, and so long, Finland. It's been great, and I hope to see you again soon. And I mean that, because I really like this country. Although I'll probably see Norway sooner than I see Finland next. All right, bye, everybody.